Okay, hello everybody. We started our 4 practical lessons today. I remember you that we do three tasks on this moment. First task was about which kind of transport we choose for our transportation from point A to point B. Our next practical lessons was about how many cars we need to transportation our cargo. And on the third practical lessons, we just about how many vehicles we need to transportation our same cargo. Same cargo. So today we do our 4 practical lessons. I opened our materials about each and we asked about capacity. How many cars we can transportation in some roads and how many also different kinds of cargo we can use for it. So okay, I now show my laptop and we open the information for our practical lessons number 4. 1 minute, please. I open our online course on the platform of Moodle. So you can find all information here. I show my desk. 1 minute, please. Okay. I do it. So it is our courses on the platform of Moodle. 1 minute, we open our practical lessons number 4. Yesterday I checked it and all information is here and also our answers on your lections materials. We do it on the second part of our lesson. So we need to use this information. It is information about our task today. So we opened it. Mhm. Maybe such that we can look all information. So today is practical lesson, so we need to use it. Maybe I opened on the. Oh, yes. Write on your paper or in your electron documents that it is practical lessons number 4. Your first name and your last name. Also, it was be better that I can find who do this task. And please write now in your electronic documents or in your paper what you use today. Yes. So it is our terms of our test today. It is the calculation of the throughput capacity of the elements of the unified transport system. So we need the same use the same text on this moment from our prepare lessons, but we do another test. It would be test number 2.2 today. So we need to write it on your paper or in your electronic documents. Mhm. Please do it, and maybe I wanted to know, can you see the information and is good hear me, please, to put a plus in our chat if all is okay, or minus if it is not very good here, or please. It is important. Yes, our chat. Yes, yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, all is good. So we do it. Okay, it is the terms of our lessons, and we do today 2 tests. Task number 2.2. So now write, please, task 2.2. And the terms of this test, it is a little terms, yes. It is determination of the practical capacity of a two-lane road section. Okay, it is our terms. We discuss, when you write, I discuss the same information about what we can to do today. It is to determine the practical capacity of a section of a two-lane road with a scale pavement without additional surface treatment. It is important because when we have one-lane road or two-lane road, we need to know how many cars or transport, different kinds of transport we can to input throughout this lane. So the capacity is very important information. So we do learn how we can to know it. Okay. The side of the road has the same coverage as the carriageway. Stops are separated from the carriageways and have special lanes for entry. Traffic lanes are separated by markings. It is also very important. The composition of traffic on the road is and follow what kinds of transport we can find on this road. It is also important information. 5% of road trains, 20% of light vehicles, 40% of medium vehicles. No, maybe it is how many tons can transportation this type of vehicles. 5% of buses, also it is from passengers, yes, so we can such combination, cargo and passengers. And 30% it is passenger cars. So it is combination system with cargo, transportation cargo and transportation passengers. Okay, and now we try to do it. I think you write our terms of our lessons and the terms of our test 2.2. And now we try to do to decide it our test and to know, yes, how many cars we can input through the two-lane road sections. We need now to, maybe I used and and input our documents. Yes, yes. Okay, so for first our test 2.2, we have only two formulas, but we find different type of coefficients. So we do it one by one, find it, and use only two formulas. So, okay. The first two formulas, what we can to decide it, it is formula number 2. If you see we need to find such coefficient as coefficient B, what it means, we can see here that coefficient B is a coefficient reflecting the influence of technology characteristics of road elements on each capacitor. So we write on your paper in your document that B is allowed to, and we find all these five coefficients B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and other. Okay, write in your papers. Mhm. So 1 minute, please. Excuse me. Okay, we continue. So you write that coefficient b is allowed to, and now we find how is for your variant. Also, you can rewrite, yes, your variant number 1, 2, and other. It is the same that you are in your list of groups. I remember you about this information. So, coefficient b with index 1, it is the coefficient. We can show it under our formulas number 2. It is the coefficient taken into account the weight of the carry weight is equal to. And we look this table. Weight of the carry weight we can find in our table 2.3. It is information in meters, so we find how many meters is the weight of the carriageway for your variant. Okay, now I can open it in our table and we find this information. It is the first line in our table, so we can best find it. Oh, excuse me, it is engineer part of documents. Okay, it is our table 2.3, excuse me. And the first line of this table, it is weight of the carriageway in meters. So find please this information for your variant. For example, if you have variant number 1, it is was 7.5 meters. If you have variant number 2, it is 7 meters and other. Please remember this information. You don't write it in your formula, so only remember, please. And now we come to our formulas. Okay. If it is for first variant, for example, 7.5 meters, so we come back to our table. Okay. Yes, yes, it is. So if it is first variant, we see here that weight of the carry weight is 7.5 meters. It is this coefficient was is equal 1. If it is 6 meters, this coefficient is allowed to 0.85. Or if you have 7, the wires, yes, 7 meters, so this coefficient was 0.9. So find this information for you, please, and write only the coefficient, only this information. So 0.85, 0.90, or 1. This is a coefficient, so haven't any meters, tones, and other information. Only the same. Okay. After it, we write multiply by coefficient b with index 2. Okay, find the information about this index. It is near in our document. Near part in our document. 1 minute, excuse me. Okay, I try to open it. Maybe some internet can. Excuse me. 1 minute. Okay, and now we need to find coefficient b with index 2. Oh. Oh, all is okay. Maybe some internet connections can to help us with it. So coefficient b with index 2, it is the coefficient taken into account the weight of the shoulder is equal to respectively So we need to find such information that roadside widths in meters also. So we have different this information in meters and find for your variance. It is very important to find for your variance. So we need roadside widths. One moment, I opened it. In our table 2.3. Oh, 1 minute. Maybe I can do it. Maybe very busy connection and don't open our table. Excuse me, 1 minute. Oh, yes, it is okay. So in our table 2.3, we need to find second line. It is row, no, third line in our table, but the second means in our table. Roadside widths. For example, if you have first variance, it is 2 meters. If you have second variance, it is also 2 meters. If you have third variance, it is 2.5 meters. So remember, only remember your information for your variant, and we come back to our table with coefficient b with index 2. So we come back, try to come back. Oh, all is okay. So you find this information, remember it, and write on your list or in your document only information about coefficient b with index 2. It is or 0.80 or 0.92 or 0.97 or 1. It is also only coefficient without any other information in meters, stones, or other. Okay, we find it. So our next coefficient, it is coefficient b with index 3. It is a coefficient that takes into account the distance of the road, respectively. So we need to find such information, yes, as visibility distance in meter. So we find it at our table. You remember it, and so find coefficients b with index 3. So try to do it. Okay, why not? 1 minute, excuse me. Oh, all is okay. You got now? Okay, so we need to find visibility distance. It is our search means in our table. In meters, already in meters, it is all which we need. So if you have first variance, it is this information is 250 meters. And for other variants you can find, and remember, only remember it, please. So come back to our table about coefficient b with index 3. Now I open only it. So, and find how meters it is, and how is your coefficient, how much is your coefficient b with index 3. For example, if it was as for variant number 1, for example, 250 meters, so the coefficient b with index 3 was 0.90. And you find, please, for your variant. Okay. Okay, find it, I think. Yes. If you can't understand something or can't find, please write in chat or ask me, please. Mhm. Okay, now we find the coefficient, next coefficient, we multiply by the next, it is coefficient b with index 4. So we need to find what it means, this coefficient. It is the coefficient that takes into account the radii of curves in the road plane is equal to, we need to find some information, yes, as radius of course in plane. This information in meters. So, okay, find it in our table 2.3. Oh, it will, it is very good. Okay, second line from the engine of our table. Yes, we can find radius of curves in plane in meters. For example, if you have first variance, it is 500 meters. If you have second variance, it is 400 meters, and other information. Please remember for you. Uh-huh. Okay. I see the information in our chat and I answer yes. Maybe I send you this document now in chat. Maybe I find no. Maybe later. Write me please on email or Telegram or Viber, and later I can to send this document about our workbook. Okay. Yes, maybe it is also useful for us. Yes. Okay, now we need to remember the second parameters, yes, in the end of our table. It is radius of curves in plane in meters. Remember, please, it for your variant. And we need to come back to our table. This is coefficient B with index 4. Please find how much is your coefficient B with index 4. It is, for example, or 0.90 or 0.96 or 1. Okay. And our last coefficient, the next, it is coefficient B with index 5. What it means? It means that it is the coefficient that takes into account the speed limit on individual sections of the road is equal to, and we need to find speed limit. How many kilometers in hour we can do, for example, yes, on this road. So we need to find this information, speed limit, also in our table, 2.3. Okay, our speed limit can be 50 kilometers an hour, for example, for first variant, or 40 kilometers for second variant, and other. Please find information for your variant. Remember it. Only remember, not write anywhere. Yes. Okay, and come back to our table. And to find how much is your coefficient B with index 5, it can be 0.88, 0.96, 0.98, or 1. Please find the information about each for your variant, please. Yes, and to multiply by this coefficient also. So we multiplied 5 coefficients, B1 with index 1, B with index 2, B with index 3, and B with index 4, and B with index 5. So it is all, and now it's equal to, and find how many is the coefficient B for your variant. Okay. Find it for you, please. For such students who can do it now, yes, to play with us, please. Mhm. Excuse me, 1 minute, please. I remember it. Okay. It was we decided our formulas number 2, and now we need to decide our formulas number 1, and we can do task number 2.2 today. So we come back to our formula number 1, find it under our table. It is very short formula, so we can do it very fast. So write please on your paper or in your document, see with index P, it is practical capacity. It is what we need to find now in our task 2.2. So you can write is equal to, we need to find such parameters as C with index max. What it means, we can find this information under our formula with number 1. So what it is? It is maximum lane capacity for single line road, but we don't need single one road because we need to find capacity for 2-lane road. So we find for 2 lines and can to see that C with index max is equal to 2,000 cars in hour. So for every variant, you can write 2,000 cars in hour is equal to 2,000 cars in hour. Multiply and now multiplied on your index B. It is the result of deciding of your formulas number 2. Yes, and you can write is equal to and decided how many cars in hour you can allow it on this 2-line road, please. Find this information. The result was also in cars in hour. How many cars in hour we can input in these 2-lane roads? Please find it. And you can also write the answer for your task 2.2. It is all for our task 2.2. Okay. Mhm. Yes. We finished our first task on this our 4 practical lessons, and now we need to do no, near 10 minutes, I think. Near 10 minutes, you can do a coffee for you or a tea for you. And on the second part of our lessons, we can to do our next task 2.3. 2.3, and we can do it after 10 minutes. Okay. So it is 15. 15 hours. I come back the same link and you can to do it. And I find you there. So I stop our using. Yes. Okay, and stop our first part of lesson. Thank you very much for your decided today.